Before I get to the actual video, I would like to clarify, please do not take me seriously on most of the things I say here. I say a lot of bad things, or, like, infactual stuff. I really just didn't have a script for this. I just started talking. Don't trust me. It's a really good game. If I ever say it's not a good game, I'm lying. I love this game. I personally play it a lot, so you should check it out if you're a weather person who wants to work at the NWS or just likes weather in general. Storm Analysis Incorporated is a silly game where, instead of most Roblox Storm games where you chase a tornado, you play as the NWS and click a bunch of buttons for multiple risks in a row, trying to get something good while you endlessly re-roll for pain. Now, I really recommend playing in private servers because, well, you can actually play the game in private servers. In public servers, it automatically does the stuff for you. And what's the fun in that, really? You also get custom private server commands. It does have a pretty cool opening, I will say that. Now, most of the times in SAI, you will get a risk that looks like someone just spilled paint on the screen. Because the risk generation system, it's pretty scuffed, but hey, we love it. You have access to all of the radars in the US, including terminal radars, if I can find one. Like, such as that! Or that! You also come with a DAO. And it also does have a storm chasing system, so if you really don't want to warn storms, you can actually chase them to earn your holy grail credits. Let's see, I have 92,000 credits. Let's see where I am on the credit leaderboard. What the Now, SAI has some pretty cool menus, such as the shop menu, where you can change your color tables, such as white hot, for your reflectivity. Let's see what white hot does. Let's just buy that. Let's go to our color table menu and equip white hot. And let's just find a storm. Oh! I don't know how this is going to be any use to me whatsoever, but it looks funny. That's what matters. In SAI, not every storm is going to produce a tornado like normal. And also in the Warren, there is a ton of cool gimmicks and gimmies, such as the marine statement. Wait, I lost credits for issuing a marine statement online. What is this? The glorified special weather statement, which, I mean, you'll rarely use that, honestly. The severe thunderstorm warning. Severe thunderstorm warning, but special. Tornado warning. Tornado warning number 2, I guess. Special tornado warning. And tornado emergency. Oh my god, we're all gonna die. Please help me. Now down here, you have the archive, where you can see all your fancy little gimmicks and how many tornadoes happen. You can open and close the menu, and it basically just displays tornado information. Now, a tornado hasn't happened yet, so I'll go back to that. The history menu lets you see the previous days you've played. It's pretty cool. It gives you an overview of the entire day, what happened in a small screen. And finally, the most blessed menu in the entire game, the parameters menu, which allows you to see the risks here, such as the wind risk. Okay, who spilled paint? Hail risk. Okay, we're not going to get any hail, I guess. And the convective risk. We also have a ton of thermodynamic. What does any of this even mean? What is this? What am I looking at? On the thermodynamic screen, there's a lot of stuff that, honestly, you're never going to use this. Like, what? I don't even know what I'm supposed to be looking at. Relative humidity, what does this do? Okay, it's humid right here. How? Honestly, the only few useful stuff here is effective SRH, 3 kilometer SRH, 1 kilometer SRH. The risks, LCLs, which, I mean, you can just see that from, what am I looking at? The SIN, which you'll rarely use unless you're trying to find a record. The cape, pretty self-explanatory, the convective available potential energy which storms use to develop. And the composite indices, wind damage parameter, which you can see from the funny menu. Sig hail parameter, which you can see from the funny menu. Effective EHI, which you can see from the funny menu. I never use this, but it's probably really useful, to be honest. More EHI stuff. STP, the funny thing that lets you see future risks. Like, oh, I can see, okay, let's see what this does. Oh, it opened the funny menu again. Okay, but now, look down here. I can see a bunch more things such as lapse rates, the cape, the SIN, the LCLs, all the way down here, and the SRH. Everything is painted right here, including the useless stuff like RH and Theta, which probably isn't useless. I just have no clue what it does. Your cape line, I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna be honest. It's a line that indicates cape. Your hodograph, your holy hodograph that shows you shear. And, yeah, that's really it. You want SR, you want a good hodograph. Most risks rely on a good hodograph, not higher cape in this game. Now, it's been long enough in game where, hold on, this is abysmal. I need to switch back. Get me out of there. Oh god, that's even worse. There we go. Let me switch to a higher resolution radar. Now, let's earn some credits. This triangle indicates that there is at least some hail in the storm right here, so it's not enough to be severe thunderstorm worthy, so I'm just going to issue a special weather statement. There we go. I made credits! Yippee! What's this? Oh, and it has a report system. This is a wall cloud report. Description. A ground scraping wall cloud. Oh, let me issue a tornado warning. Why didn't I gain any credits? Yeah, don't trust wall cloud reports. You most likely won't get credits for issuing a tornado warning on wall cloud reports. Almost every storm will have a hook. That does not mean anything, really. Like, if it has a hook, that doesn't mean anything. Like, oh my god, there's a hook. It's going to produce a tornado. Holy crap, tornado report. Why'd I lose credits? Now, I've been slowly moving my Storm Chaser dot all the way down to the main risk, which I will show you another way to earn credits than just playing Cookie Clicker, but more advanced with different buttons. Instead, if you get this little guy close to a powerful storm, but you don't want to get inside the powerful storm, you will die. Don't do that. I learned that the hard way. I will miss those 10 credits. Storm chasing is overall the most effective way to earn credits in SAI. It is easy, simple, fast, but it's way more luck-based than just playing Cookie Clicker up here. Click. Click. What? No. Oh, click. Click. Oh, and you can't just spam warnings like, oh, what is that? An upside down triangle with a wall cloud report? Now, this is where things get interesting. Tornado warning. I have also not used any of the other menus. We have base velocity, which shows the velocity. We have the vortexes. Add some fancy arrows on the screen, which show the wind direction thingamatobbers. And the correlation coefficient, which, what is this color table? Please help me. There we go. Oh, we have our next report type. A funnel cloud report. What is that? Is that a CC drop? Oh my god, there's a CC drop. It's a tornado on the ground. Why didn't I earn any credits? Right, because CC drops are very, very untrustworthy in this game. Also, there is no TVS colors. Unless you want to go down here and click a few buttons. TVS color on, TVS height always shown on, and of course the TVS is gone. Wow, thank you. Thank you, that's extremely useful. Thank you, game, I love you. Over here, we had our first tornado, in a nice kind EF0 down here indicated by the colors. Let's go to our archive. Now I can show the archive menu. Now, right here it shows how many tornado types. I've already explained this, but if you click on these, you can get more information from this. Summary of tornado on 1-/24/2048. 170. That's a sentence. Okay, cut. Fatality is 0, peak V-Raw, and wait a minute, what is this? There's a number below this green upside down triangle. That must mean there's a debris signature. Let us warn this. Tornado reported. Why didn't I earn any credits? Right, because it's only 4K FT and it's green TBS. You most likely won't earn credits if it is that weak. It is possible if it's stronger. And this, in theory, should be on the ground because there is a debris signature. And green TBS, which is the weakest type of TBS. We have another green TBS over here with a debris signature. Let's tornado reported this. Wait, I earned no credits again. What the heck is going on? I know exactly what's going on. But if we issue just a tornado warning, I can't downgrade it. I earned 4 credits, even though it was on the ground. Game, you are very awesome. I love you, game. There was a tornado on the ground. Why didn't you give me credit? Alright, this is all goo goo gaga baby stuff. This is not at all when is the main risk. What does this mean? Why isn't this happening right now? This is 12 hours in the future. What the freak, man? Why? Why this? Yeah, this is not very supportive. This is a terrible photograph, not much shear, no cape whatsoever. Well, there is enough cape, I guess, but let's go over here to the game speed and speed it up. I typed in 100, but the max is 10 times. Wow, look, a tornado report, weak narrow tornado on a road. This one shows strong rope tornado just over the tree line. That's right, there's report diversity. They don't all say the same thing, such as this one saying funnel reaching halfway to the ground, while the other one up here said multiple brief funnels. And it's the same for the wall cloud reports. Now, we aren't getting those in this risk, but there is 2 more report types. Wind reports and hail reports, which are simple. They just say a wind damage or wind speed from straight line winds, or hail size. Now, it looks like we're finally getting little dots over here, and I can maybe hopefully showcase the chasing mechanic if these would like to do anything. Now, for this next part where I showcase the chasing stuff, I am going to turn on auto warn, so I don't have to play cookie clicker to warn all the storms. And would you look at this? We have a PDS severe thunderstorm. Am I reading that color right? Let's see. If I earn credits when getting super, why am I not earning any credits? Is this thing not okay? Yeah, I'll just screw that one. That is not a PDS severe thunderstorm warning. And auto warn will often severe thunderstorm warning stuff that will often get you credits taken away from you. Yeah, game. Why do you do that? Okay, now looks like we have a yellow TVS. When there's a yellow TVS, that's definitely on the ground. Just do tornado reported. That always means there's a reported tornado. Tornado is on the ground. Look at me. I'm earning credits. I'm earning 3 credits. Let's go inside the storm. It would be really fun. Well, are we serious? Let's see. A tornado report and a thunderstorm. Yes. Very, very lovely risk generation. Why? Alright, it has come to my attention that this will do practically nothing besides this EF3 that happened down here outside of the main risk. Come on, game. So let's play cookie clicker number 2, called spamming the reroll button until it makes me cry. I'm likely going to speed up this part of the video, but beforehand, you can also get good risks in the future by going to your either Supercell Composite or STP and clicking +6, +6, +6, +6, +6, +6, +6, +6, I'm not going to say that the entire time. But if you're lucky, you can see future risks. Now, come on. This is not modern art. Come on, game. This is supposed to be... Ooh! Would you look at that? We have a... That is terrible low-level shear, but we have a decent mid-level and upper-level photograph here. However, that is 96 hours out. This game has an uptrend and downtrend system, which means this risk right here will most likely downtrend to nothing, and it will be literally nothing in a few in-game days. I guarantee that. Look, it's starting to look good. Look at that. We have better low-level shear. It actually looks like a decent risk. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Alright, let's go back to this risk. Let's set it. Boom. And let's wait. Alright. Now, as we see here, remember when I told you about the uptrend and downtrend system? The parameters, even though it's technically the same few hours on this risk, it is now no longer 96 hours out. It is 84 hours out. And would you look at that? It looks completely different, and it's actually better. It actually uptrended because the cape is slightly higher. Oh no, the cape is slightly higher. You don't want cape uptrends. If the cape gets too high, then SRH will go bye-bye. And then, yeah, remember I told you earlier, if SRH goes bye-bye, well, you no longer have a risk. You basically have nothing, and it won't do much. It won't do much. It's just pointless, really. But now, looks like we have a 13.5 STP compared to our previous max of 5. That is pretty good. That's really good, actually. Now, let's speed up time more, because that's only one uptrend. Well, would you look at that? It's so far doing the impossible, and the risk is getting better. Now, I said beforehand that it would downtrend. That's because it downtrends most of the time. I'm shocked this is happening, honestly. I don't know what to say. This is not going according to plan. Oh, I just realized, what the heck? They spilled more paint on the map. They spilled more paint on the map. I'm going to be honest with you, this risk has gotten significantly better than it was before. Even though the peak thermodynamics are way less, the overall risk is much better, which will make the overall risk much better. We also get to see the first example of an eye of the thermodynamics. This happens very commonly. I don't know why it happens. It happens. Now that we actually have somewhat of a good environment to explore, let's explore the wonderful the wonderful world of the parameters menu. We have our photograph, which has actually gotten smaller in the mid-level shear area. As you can see, it used to go from here to boop boo, or it was slightly different. I feel like it was slightly different. Down here, the shear wind versus height. I don't know what this does. Theta E V pressure, or vertical pressure, I think. No idea what this does. Mixing ratio or effective RH. I guess the humidity something over the altitudes. And the possible hazard type, Tor. Now, IRL, this does not matter. It doesn't matter. Don't trust this IRL. However, in AI, this actually does matter. If this says severe, your risk will not produce like any tornadoes whatsoever. If it says Tor, you're likely going to get a tornado. And if it says PDS Tor, you actually have a great risk. It's actually somewhat trustworthy in this game, unlike IRL. But don't rely on this with your life. It's still quite untrustworthy. You want to rely on this stuff because it can say PDS Tor when the parameters are kind of bad. Now down here, LCLs. LCLs are usually way lower than they are in real life on these. Like, for example, they're 368, 122, and 368. That is pretty low. Now, our cape levels, they're pretty good, they're pretty decent. We got 2,500 joules per kilogram. Lapse rates are pretty bad, I'm not gonna lie. 6.6. You usually want levels up to like 7 or 8 or 9. And 3 cape, this is a really high 3 cape. IRL, this 3 cape would actually be insane and probably go crazy with this environment. However, in this game, 3 cape doesn't. I don't know what it does. IRL, now 3 cape would probably be nuclear. But that's quite common in this game. 6 severe, no clue what that does. Supercell composite. I mean, I guess higher number the better. STP, higher number equals stronger tornado. SHIP, significant hail. Higher number equals bigger hail. Wind damage. Higher number equals more wind, basically. You want these two to be as low as possible, with this one to be as high, with these two to be as high as possible. EBWD, I don't know what that means, I'm gonna be honest. EHI, I believe this influences how many storms will form. Don't trust me, this is a very incorrect summary. Down here we have our spaghetti chart. Dew point, green line equals dew points, at different levels of the atmosphere. It also has our cape line, our ELs, LCLs, and mumfels, which is even thing right here. Now, down here we have our SRH. Higher 1 kilometer SRH is pretty good. Higher effective inflow SRH is pretty good. The main things here are having a high 1 kilometer SRH and effective inflow, because those are really rare, especially 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer is usually really low, so the higher that, the better your risk. While I was yapping, I was leaving the risk running in the background, and would you look at that, it actually did a downtrend. It was way bigger before, and now it's quite small. It still exists, but it's worse. This is a common theme in the game. But would you look at that? We have a moderate risk. Can you believe that? And it's technically not even the day of the risk. That's kind of funny. I find that amusing. Come on, but like, why is there a moderate? Oh, because 13 hours. It's still pretty good. It's mostly gonna be an overnight risk though. Overnight risks usually aren't pretty. Actually, they could be good. I don't really know how that influences storm development. I never bothered to ask. Now, there is a really annoying gimmick with the reroll system. Whenever you decide to reroll, there is a really large chance that auto warn will decide to just stop working. Which, I guess you can manually warn the storms. But that's not the main issue. You can no longer earn credits from chasing. which essentially cuts out your biggest form of credit earning. Like if I chase this, oh, never mind, auto warn is working. Usually when auto warn decides to work again, chasing decides to work again, so I'm lucky. But sometimes you don't get so lucky. Look at me, I am making so much money. Oh my gosh, I am so rich chasing this storm. Holy bajoli, oh my, I am so rich. I am better than everyone else. I'm definitely better than, I'm just better. Alright, now we have a red okay, we have a pink TV. Okay, let's just stop the time, guys. Come on. This is a classic example of a storm that deserves a tornado emergency. Personally, my tornado emergency threshold in this game is either pink TVS or 15 KFT. That will usually earn you credit. Look, here, I think I need to speed up the time because it just issued a PDS tornado warning. PDS tornado warnings are usually justified when KFT reaches 10 or red TVS. Now, come on. Tornado emergencies and PDSs have custom sounds, but tornado emergency custom sound is always cooler. It's so cooler. It's so much cooler. Let's see this report. Violent multi-vortex tornado. Oh my gosh, it's dead man walking. Oh, look at that. It's weakening. I probably shouldn't have been running the time at the maximum game speed because I did not realize the risk is already starting. It's starting. It's pretty good. Look at that photograph. Wow, that it's going off the screen. Holy bajoli. Why did it actually... what the heck? The freak, man. That's cool, I guess. Now, the game speed is usually justified based on how many storms there are, so less storms equals faster time. More storms equals slower time, so since that storm's dying, I'm going to speed up the time again, but I'm going to keep it as 1 just in case it decides. More storms decide to do the silly. Let's see. Strong uncondensed small tornado just over the tree line. Oh, what do you look at that? We have a EF4 180. Wow, that's pretty powerful. 89 not severe, 19.5 KFT. Can you believe that? That is really tall. It's heading straight for Killeen. Oh no, please don't produce a tornado. Please. Oh, did I mention the fatality system currently is pretty broken? I guarantee they're probably working on fixing that. This deserves a PDS tornado warning. You can still warn storms on auto warn, it's just you can't reissue warnings. You can upgrade warnings, but you can't issue new ones, basically. Like, even though if I was able to issue a warning here without auto warn, I can't. It waits, but I can upgrade it. I'm gonna lose credits for this. Yeah, I knew it. That's just for the example. Rest in peace, my credits. Would you look at this? We have a strong tornado heading for Austin, Texas. Maybe we'll actually get a fatality, which is rare in this game. I mean, they're rare IRL, but they're too rare in this game. Like you'll likely have your most fatal tornado be an EF0 in the middle of nowhere than an EF4 that hits a town. Which, yeah, it's pretty scuffed sometimes. I'm chasing this one. I'm earning so much money again. Holy, I'm so good. I'm just, yeah. Oh my gosh, it's producing a tornado right over the town. Please don't kill people. Oh no. It's a game. Guys, come on. It's a game. No IRL. Let's talk about PDS severe thunderstorm warning thresholds. Usually, you can issue a PDS severe thunderstorm warning when hail is 3 inches. Or, you see this wind gust report? If that says 60, that's usually when a PDS severe thunderstorm warning is justified, even though, like, yeah, right here, yeah, see, 60, 61, and it's PDS. See, yeah, that's weird, I guess. Normally, 60 is severe thunderstorm worthy, and it is, like, I've tried issuing a severe thunderstorm warning when the winds are 50, according to the game logic. It punishes me. What the heck? So yeah, severe thunderstorm. This upside down triangle or upright triangle saying 1. That's severe thunderstorm. Or a 60 or just lawn furniture, but any wind report that is above 59 or just a wind report in general usually deserves severe thunderstorm warning. Oh, and it's gone. It's still producing hail, but the DAW is gone. I don't know why the game does that sometimes. Look at this. This one has a TVS. Now, this game has another weird glitch. We have a TVS on the storm, but it's not going to ever produce a tornado. You can issue a tornado warning. It won't really do much. You won't get credits. You'll actually lose credits, actually. Believe it or not, this game has TVSs that will just go on and on and on. Like that. Oh, here's our prime example of the fatality system. EF0 in the middle of nowhere killing a person. Like is there anything, there's not even a town there. Like, let's see, can I find a tornado path that's actually hitting something? This didn't kill anyone. Let's see. This didn't kill anyone. Yep. Well, okay, there's not much good examples here. Here is another example of the TVSs in this game. Like, what? Why are you? It's heading straight into a town. It needs a tornado emergency. I'm doing this for the bit. You can get kicked from your own private server if you issue too much bad warnings. I'm gonna turn that off, just so I don't get kicked. All right, looks at it, like back here. There's another storm. Oh, okay. Now, let's explore the history. Right here at the top, statistical summary for the day 5 tornado outbreak. Tor 15 hatched, wind 30 hatched, in hail 5%. Now, our final totals: 47 tornadoes, 19 EF0, 16 EF1s, 60 EF2s, 5 EF3s, 1 EF4, and 0 EF5s. It shows our total distance tornadoes have traveled and our average tornado distance traveled. Our total tornado duration and our average tornado duration. Total area affected by tornadoes and our average area affected by tornadoes. Total fatalities and average tornado fatalities, and just reports here. Other stats. Outbreak intensity score. Major outbreak. This is just determined on how many tornadoes happen. There's no other real factors that determine this. Most fatal tornado, 1 death, EF1 19. Strongest tornado, 180. Weakest tornado, 60. Your weakest tornado will usually always be a 60. Longest track tornado, 60.2 miles, EF4 180, right here. Shortest track tornado, 1.6 miles, EF0 60, probably the same thing here. Longest lasting, shortest lasting, highest VROT, and highest traumatic debris signature. Widest tornado and your thinnest tornado. Your thinnest tornado is usually always going to be 0.1 mile wide, like that. That's just always that. And the largest area affected, aka like math calculations by how wide it was and how long it tracked. Yeah, at the time, yeah, it's just square mileage that the tornado was, total square. And yeah, largest hail report and the strongest wind report. Looks like this risk decided to continue going. Oh, we have a let's PDS this. Oh, I earned 12 credits. Thank you. I just earned my money back from that false Torii, which only took 8 credits. I thought it would take like all my money away in my entire life, and I couldn't be able to feed my family anymore. But nope, the game decided to be nice to me. Now, if you notice, every storm in this game is a discrete cell. That's because there's no other storm modes. And I kind of can back them on that. I'm not a coder, I'm going to be honest, but I'm just going to probably say other storm modes will probably be ridiculously hard to code, especially with the warnings. Like, how big would issuing one warning warn the entire, like, line of storms that stretches the entire map? Yeah, there's a bunch of factors, I guess. It would also, yeah. Okay, I'm running out of things to say about this game. I'll probably create a more correct summary after this. Like and subscribe. Oh, it happened again. It did the silly. It did the silly. It